need to find out. How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing all right. How are you today, sir?
I could dig that. I could dig that. So with y'all, how y'all doing? Working hard out here. I need a letter showing that I do not work for y'all no more. So you can write that up for me and I can be on my most little way. I need it with the Democratic Party. He knows what I'm talking about. He knows what I'm talking about. Don't use your buffer, use yourself. And write that letter up for me. Expeditiously. How you doing today, ma'am? I said they got one of the best female people in here. I'm very outspoken. I'm very outspoken. I'm very. What about pro-truth? Are you pro-truth? Are you pro-truth? You believe in truth? Or you believe in fact? You know, fact is a Latin word, originated in the 15th century. That means achievement. How many achievements do you know of?
I don't understand that.
The etymology of the word, what we call fact and truth. One means consistency. The other one means achievement. So why do we make why do we say facts are truth? Never understood that. You want me to have to come back, right?
No, since you were hired by Bobby, it'd be better to go to Bobby.
No, I'm gonna have to go through you guys, because at the end of the day, my next step is saying y'all not giving me what I need to be able to show that I'm there. Because Shaka signed off on it.
Since you were hired by Bobby, though.
So, but Shaka signed off on it. So I'm on video now. So I'm just letting people know that they're not gonna give you what you need. I went straight. I came down here and hired. Bobby's not answering my calls for whatever reason. And the next, but she's not there. And the next after that, yeah, I've been there. Why would I come here if I already been there? Like the same reason when I came up there, I went up there first, and y'all got the phone call that I was gonna come down here, and I talked about the checks, and now I'm looking at it still. The process is still being waiting. And how long am I supposed to wait? And Shaka was the one who signed off on it last time. She signed Bobby's name and the sheet. So it said the Democratic Party with the headline, with the. I can show you what she signed herself under Bobby's name. So why can't you sign it now?
Can you show me what?
Oh yeah, come on. You wanna come see it? Come on.
Can you bring it back?
Oh, you're scared or something? You're afraid of black paper? You're afraid to go back on the side of the thing? Why can't you walk with me? You okay?
Because we're in the office right now.
Okay. You wanted me to show it to you. I'll bring it right back. Give me less than 2 minutes. Don't be scared of black people, bro. Huh? Hey, shoot. I have a better day when this man can give me $100,000. $100,000. I call it reparations. Reparations, brother. Over 400 years of slavery.
Oh, yeah.
Reparations. This is what they gave me. This is what they filled out for me. I need them to fill out my one sheet. I have the documentation. This is how she can write it up. Just exactly say, to whom this may concern, Kevin Farmer no longer works with us.
So
then
we can call Bobby, but because she's not here, we don't.
But no, but she signed it. This is Shaka's signature. She signed Bobby's name.
I don't know about that.
I know about that because I seen her sign this, and and this is the original. So what are you talking about? So what did you tell me what you're talking about?
This is the first I'm seeing this.
I know because you didn't deal with it when I was talking to Shaka. So why are you talking?
Well, because
Are you about to sign this?
No,
Are you about?
I can't
So why
sign
are
that.
you talking to me?
Because you're asking for something.
I'm asking for someone who I already talked to.
Bobby's not here, unfortunately.
I know, but I
We're
need it.
calling
Okay,
Bobby.
no, you need to call her now because expeditiously.
You can reach out to her. She,
Yeah.
she works out of the Bond Hill office.
You need to make her. You need to make somebody sign it.
I'm sorry?
You need to make somebody sign it because I no longer work for you. I need. I need
I'm trying to help
proof.
you right here. I'm trying to help you.
No, you're not trying to help me. You're trying to handle me. It's a difference. You know what handling means? Do I need to go through the etymology of the word handling and trying to and help?
We can reach out to Bobby right now.
Okay, please do. Thank you. We should sign up a promotion like we can just spar with one another. You know how they do with our youth? We can just literally put them in a ring and spar. Because I feel like a lot of us just need to just put on some gloves, a headgear, and literally spar and get our frustrations out. Because that's it, like politicians. Let me spar with them. You was there yesterday when I questioned them. I should have been able to have Aftab, put them in a ring, and say, put your gloves on and let's spar. And every time we feel like you're not lying, I should jaw you in your jawbone. Right? You saying it'd be no more because at the end of the day, I'd rather see a person literally. I'd rather beat up on a person when it comes to like a ring or a structure than have to humiliate him publicly because he's lying. But you don't know. You don't care about our community. You don't live in Avondale. You don't live in Over the Rhine. And if you do, you just moved there. You don't live in Evanston. You don't live in the Fay. You don't live in none of the projects. And you cannot even step foot in my projects to be able to do any canvassing work. You have to bring somebody like me or somebody who is black, of color, to be over there. You need a representation. That's the good thing about my community. And my community is not going to vote this year because it's an off year. Did you know that? This is an off year. This is not a non-presidential year. With all the voting by males, them are literally going to be literally disregarded. Like literally, I want to know, y'all say y'all 4 points up in the polls. By whose achievements? By whose facts? So I'm going to be waiting till I get what I want, right? I might as well pull up a chair.
Did she answer?
I might as well put. No, she's not going to answer. She does that regularly. She never answers. She never answers. I did it consistently, but she never answers. So if you can't get an answer and I can't get an answer, we need to go over above her head to be able to get this done expeditiously.
No one. I mean,
Okay, so I can wait and just put this on camera. While we're waiting, I've been waiting for checks. Other people hasn't got paid either, so we got to figure out that too.
that's not something.
I know it's over your pay grade. It's over your head. I understand. You're just I'm assuming the IT guy?
Why are you assuming IT?
I don't know. You're at a computer, so are you?
I'm not an IT.
Okay, so what do you do? Public relations? Communications? What? You don't know? You said like twice, so like you don't know what you do?
He's a volunteer coordinator.
Oh, he's a volunteer, so you don't get paid.
No, he's a volunteer coordinator.
Oh, so you do get paid by getting volunteers. How much they pay you? I don't want to disclose that information right now, but it's all on his personal finances. If you really wanted to check it out, how much they pay, he has to report it every year. So it ain't like you're hiding the secret unless you just don't want to disclose that information. So how long you been collecting volunteers? How long you been doing this? Have you had experience in this? What type of volunteers can you get to the black folks or can you get to the white folks? Or you just know how to get to a mixture of people? Like you don't let that list go cold. Do you call every day? Do you follow up calls? Do you do emails? How do you normally have your game plan to set out to solicit out to the volunteers? How do you get people to volunteer? Is it more like people like her age? Isn't like people her age like volunteers? Like how do you get young folks to volunteer? People like how do you get the disenfranchised to volunteer?
We have a campus organizer.
Right, so how do you get them to volunteer? People who don't have money. How do you get people who doesn't have money to live living day to day, check to check, to go volunteer? That's what I want to know. How do people find time to take care of kids, work a regular 9 to 5? That's like 10 hours of their life going to someone else's dream. Then you want them to volunteer what, 3 to 4 hours? Whew, volunteer and not pay them? That is and he gets paid, but the volunteers don't get paid. Oh wow, that's interesting. That is very interesting. Very interesting. Volunteers, that sounds, but I understand her. She's retired. Yeah, she might be retired. She's older. She can do it. She put in her dues already. But young folks, unless you're getting college folks, they need service hours. That might be a thing. The poli-sci, they do need credit hours, service hours. High schoolers needs community service hours. So are you using that as leverage to be able to get the volunteers? Because that's not considered volunteering. That's considered actually paying. Like interns. Dang, I ask a lot of tough questions. I get no answer. This is how I felt with Aftab yesterday when I asked him, why does it take 4 to 6 hours? It takes less than 30 minutes to book you to jail. The next, it takes 4 to 6 hours to process you out of jail after your bond has been paid. Why can't that process move expeditiously? Because he said that's a jail issue. And I said, I understand, but that was your excuse over a year ago, and you still haven't resolved the issue. But I see on television that he has fulfilled every promise that they said he would do at clerk of courts. But at the end of the day, my people still wait 4 to 6 hours after a bond has been paid to get out of jail, to get out of being detained or being in detention. Dang. This is so true. They say when you start speaking the truth, people will not talk or literally move away from you. What about you, sir, volunteer coordinator? Am I saying anything that is false? Just let me know if I'm saying anything that is false, and I'll shut my mouth, and I will shut my mouth. If you could say what I have said right now is false, or pretty much is just a false statement, just let me know, because I'm just waiting to get some paperwork filled out that just has a letterhead. I just showed you what it looked like, and if Shaka can fill this out, why can't she do it again, or someone else do it again?
I just know that there's no one here who has that.
Yeah, no one here that has that type of authority, but Ms. Shaka was the one who filled this out last time. The next, I'm assuming Zach is the one who sent out the quality control to the canvassers, to Bobby, for us to hit the quality control. But I didn't know you can sufficiently retrieve data off of one cell phone when they're using minivan. I never knew that. I understand when you have a tablet, you know, you can successfully track the data. But when you're using when the person is downloading the minivan app, how can you really track the data? How can you really track that data? That data should be so much bogus. That data should be super bogus because it's on a person's cell phone than actually a provided tablet or a provided device that has the minivan application installed into it, instead of us downloading minivan app and then next after that, you're really interfering with someone's personal phone to be able to retrieve data. I don't understand. Is that a game? Are y'all using data to make up fake achievement numbers to say that these are facts? Like, these are how many doors we knocked on or stuff like that. I just want to know, how are y'all accumulating these achievements, these facts? It's funny. It's very funny. Very funny. They say politics is a wicked game. They say poly is derived from the word Latin from many, for poly means many. Then you know what a tick is. A tick, poly ticks, many ticks. Many ticks. So is Aftab a tick? Is he a blood-sucking bug that's gonna suck us dry? Suck the black community. Suck, 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 suck. Suck, suck, suck. After we're done with you, we're in. I can disregard you. I never understood about not to repeal the health care. And I thought the Supreme Court's deal with repealing, and the only law that has ever been repealed was prohibition. So why would you tell our people that we're going to stop the repeal of the health care if in history there has never been any law has ever been repealed but the prohibition in alcohol? And when he can do it as Congress, that's literally a lie, because who has them powers is our Supreme Court justice, is our judicial branch of government. I didn't know our legislative branch can stop repeal. I know they can filibuster when it comes to building a law, but if a law is already made and enacted, how can you stop a repeal? That seems very false. That seems very false, because I thought that is on the duties of the judicial system that can be able to repeal a law. It has to take, I'm assuming, 5 justices to repeal a law. And and if he does win, they're already putting nominations for Supreme Court now. So if he does, God forbid, pulls this out, I want to know, how would he be able to still save the healthcare law being repealed? But y'all don't even understand healthcare law, because half of y'all live with your parents anyway till 26, and they have y'all up to y'all premiums to y'all 26 years of age anyway. But people like myself, who are literally can't afford the healthcare, or who makes just a little bit but can't get the Obamacare because you work over 30 hours, you work over 30 plus hours a week, because that's considered not part-time. So my thing is, then the employer doesn't want to pay into it all the way sufficiently because he's under 30 hours, because you're still considered part-time at 30 hours. Anything over 35, anything technically over 32 hours is considered full time. And I'm just looking at it like with the healthcare, that's like with driving. They want you to, they require you to have insurance when you operate a motor vehicle. Now they're requiring for me to have insurance to live. So I have to be able to live. So are they saying, if I feel like I'm very healthy, so I don't want to pay insurance. They said, oh, Obama did this, and this was a trick too, that literally, if you young folks pay into the insurance, you're gonna pay for their insurance. Like these older folks' insurance, like they're preconditioned. We're gonna take on the bill because we have to take on the bill because they can't afford to take on the bill no more. Because preconditions or whatever, they can't take on the bill. But if you understand insurance, you understand what the policy and procedures. Hey, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
How are you doing?
Thank you so much.
You ready to get to this Aftab?
I appreciate it.
These were all my cards.
I could dig it. She out here pledging.
There you go.
I ain't seen. I wish I could see a lot more. You know, when Obama was running in 2008, this was like, it was like, you was out there like with Obama too. You was out there like with Obama when Obama was running. You was on a block. You was literally on the street corner like these old women. They was on a street corner like prostitutes. Obama. I was like, I ain't seen nothing like that for halftime. Like literally like prostitutes on the corner, literally soliciting out with T-shirts like Obama or Aftab. Where's y'all honking waves at? I ain't gonna do the honking waves. Is that gonna happen? That'll be live if y'all did one right here. Do a honking wave right here. Do one up at the major intersections and things of that nature. Do one as much as possible. As much as possible. So why did the black canvassers have to move out of this office and move up to Roseland? You know that? You don't know? You know, you're doing a great thing. They love you in politics. You will be a great person when it comes to a police officer interrogating. They say you have the right to reach. Shut the fuck up. Right. You will be a good person to interrogate because you'll be a person who is not going to give up any information. Where's the dope? Where's the drugs? Where's everything?
John was in the other day.
John Cassidy.
Yeah.
Do we have to play hardball? That's how the interrogators be like. Do we have to play hardball? Literally, you'll be in that corner, and me and somebody else will be at this desk as they tactic, literally interrogating you. But if you keep that face right there, which just shows that you have no remorse whatsoever, or you have no care, no what we say, fucks whatsoever, you will be a great person to have on a team. Like. If I had a syndicate, a crime syndicate, I would literally put you on my syndicate because I know you're not going to let nobody, you're not going to tell on nobody. You're a snitch? You don't seem like a snitch. You ain't a snitch, are you? You a snitch? You a snitch? What do you do, bro? What do? You don't know what you do now? It's ignoring. You're ignoring you on phone. Social media got your eyes and attention just like that. I think your neurons and brain process up in your forebrain is going all into going into the social media, into the text message, into the content. I understand, bro. What about you, my guy? Can you help me fill out this information? You can't do it? This is what we need. We need a letterhead saying that I no longer work for you guys. Miss Shaka filled that out, so I think you can help me with that, can you?
What do you need help with?
I need you to say the same thing. Kevin Farmer no longer works for you guys, or works for the party, or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Out of everybody, he gave me a yes. Thank you. What's your name, guy?
Liam?
Kevin Farmer. Nice meeting you, Mr. Liam. How long would it take you to get that expedited for me?
I'm not sure. I don't work for the Ohio Democratic Party.
Yeah, I thought I didn't either. I just see what my check does. Then the next I came down here because I'm assuming they're intertwined with the Aftab Pureval because when we did the minivan, first thing we was going out for was soliciting was Aftab with the T-shirts and everything.
Yeah, ODP.
This is Shaka actually signed this for Bobby. So right now they can't get in contact with Bobby because Bobby doesn't answer her phone. She does. It's just very hard to correspond with Bobby because Bobby is sometimes. I guess she's overloaded due to the campaign and due to duties and responsibilities. So my whole thing is this was very minor that Shaka just drew up and wrote, and I'm assuming she got Bobby's permission because I've been told Bobby about this when I needed it. But
So
now
you were hired on as a paid canvasser?
exactly, I was hired on as a paid canvasser, did some other responsibilities, but care less about that.
And you're no longer a paid
No longer a paid canvasser, and I need this documentation so I can take it down to social services, because at the end of the day, I'm disenfranchised and poor. So social services needs to know that I'm no longer working, because they're now taxing me more that I don't have. Because at the end of the day, y'all guys have dispersed out your last check to me. This party has dispersed out their last check, which is affiliated with the Aftab Pureval campaign. And, you know, I'm back down to maybe hopefully without no housing no more, which apparently he's not going to allow me to stay in his nice mansion over there in Avondale or whatnot. So I'm just looking at it. I'm struggling. So I need someone in this campaign who they said his issues when it comes to housing, poverty, when it comes to equal minimum wage, that this person can just sign, somebody can just create one of these little documents so I can take it down here to this caseworker so she can get off my case.
Yeah, I understand that. If I had letterhead for you, I'd go ahead.
This letterhead has a Shaka, so I'm assuming anybody has this type of letterhead, because if Shaka can create it, where did she get it from?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm assuming she's in that office. So they're all conspiring right there. So I'm just looking at it like, with them conspiring, somebody knows what I'm doing. They're just having me wait, because at the end of the day, they don't want to call the police, because the police will look like something else. And I'm technically not trespassing because there's no TPO or restraint, and you guys hired me. So I'm looking at it, I just need a document.
Yeah. No,
and and it's like we're wasting time here.
I understand what you're saying. I think that if we were able to resolve this second, I think that we would.
So Shaka's not here.
I don't know where Shaka
Can you go check for me, because I'm assuming is Shaka in here? Is Shaka there? Hey, sir, is Shaka here?
Sorry?
Is Miss Shaka here? The one who filled out this?
Possibly.
Oh, possibly. Is that? Let me give it a yes or no. Yes, is she in their office, or no, is she's not in their office?
Possibly not.
She's possible. What do that mean?
All right.
Is that a lie? That's a talk. You've been around politicians a long time, bro. You should go to law school. That was a very great move. Possibly, possibly not.
Kevin.
Wow, that is very interesting. That is a lie. He just lied to me. But two liars are supposed to be together. Aftab and liars.
Kevin, can we bring this back to you and me?
Yeah, I've been already back to it, but nobody's can help me. The only person who said it can help me was you. And apparently
I'm just saying
you're getting stalled to help me.
I'm not stalling anything. Like I said, I don't work for the Ohio Democratic Party. Nobody in this office.
Why did Shaka sign off on this?
Probably because she was given authorization.
Okay, so why is she not giving authorization to tell me that I'm no longer working here? So I can just show that I'm working here and just bring 10 people. Don't worry about it. I just bring 10 people in my billboard sign showing that racist campaign is here. That's what I'll do. I'll be back in 10 minutes. I'll be back in 10 minutes. No, don't worry about frustrating. I am actually praying right now, because I'm going to let God do the work. God is going to be my armor. God is going to be my helper, and I'm just going to let God use me to bring my billboards out here to say racist campaign and just stand around here till it gets done.
Let me ask you something before you go. Do you
What?
have an email address?
Oh, I've been had that. They all have it. I asked this to be.
If we can get some
I've been
letterhead,
asked.
I'll
I've
go
been
ahead and
asked
send it
when
to
I asked to get this forged. I asked them to email it to me. So for you guys to lose that information, I feel like there's a.
I'm just saying I don't have.
If you need my personal email, I can give you my personal email, because at the end of the day, I feel like it's BS and it's all the runaround, and I feel like there's a sense of racism and distaste. It's like a smell of stench of racism and dislikeness. The next shot, at the end of the day, I'm hearing him lie to me and say she's possibly not and she's possibly is, and she can be looking
honestly,
at it.
I think you're making people uncomfortable.
Okay, then next
you're
you can.
Upset,
But
you're in the office.
Have I used any profane? Has I used any profane
you're
language?
Making me uncomfortable.
Right. So why is everybody else's? Do you feel uncomfortable? So he didn't feel uncomfortable. Do you feel uncomfortable, bro? So if y'all don't feel uncomfortable, why are y'all saying?
You're being antagonistic, though.
Antagonistic,
You know that.
because there she is. You're
not
possibly.
saying you
Oh yes, you got the letter. You got the letter.
Yeah.
Thank you. You can just grab it to me in my hand.
on, let's go.
Yes, thank you. Can you put it in my hand?
I will put it in your hand.
I just need it in my hand.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank
You've
you.
done your job.
You have a blessed day.
Have a
Have a blessed day. Keep house niggering.
Oh, thank you too.
No, you do it. You do it. You do a great job. Kentucky. I'm doing a great job. They're gonna be in here. They're gonna be out front shortly. They're gonna be out front shortly. Yes. Thank you.